What if I told you that the key to changing your destiny lies in your hands, no matter how poor or powerless you may feel? Meet James, a boy from a small village, with nothing but dreams and a heart full of hope. Watch as he faces every obstacle, encounters failure after failure, yet never gives up on his dream of success. From the depths of poverty to building a thriving business, James's story proves that with unwavering determination, anything is possible. Do you have the courage to chase your dreams, no matter the circumstances? Watch the full story and discover how one man's unshakable self-belief transformed his life and the lives of those around him. James grew up in a small village where the reality of life was harsh. His father, John, was a hard-working farmer who struggled every day just to make ends meet. From dealing with poor crops, harsh weather, to the constant burden of paying for land and seeds, his father's life was filled with challenges. There was no wealth in their home, but one thing James admired about his father was his unbreakable spirit. John never gave up. Despite all his struggles, John would always tell James, "Success and prosperity don't come from money, but from your heart's strength." These words would stay with James forever, as he saw his father's sacrifices and hard work. But as much as James respected his father, he wanted something more. He wanted to change his family's life. He knew that the only way to break free from their struggles was by chasing his dreams, no matter how difficult that path would be. James's sister Emma, who was also hardworking, always encouraged James to follow his dreams. Emma had made a name for herself by becoming a freelance tutor, even while living in the same village. Her determination and success became a source of inspiration for James. Emma would constantly tell him, "You have the potential to make your dreams come true. You just need to chase them. We may be poor, but if you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything." Emma's words lit a fire in James. He knew his sister was right, and with her constant support, he made the decision to pursue his dreams. He understood now that despite the poverty, success was possible with hard work and a relentless pursuit. James started small. He worked odd jobs in the village, selling vegetables in the market, helping out in shops and saving every penny. He understood that this was just the beginning. But his biggest step came when he decided to start an online business. He learned from Emma that the world was full of opportunities, and the internet could help him reach people beyond his village. James set up a small online store selling products and began marketing through social media and e-commerce platforms. In the beginning, sales were slow and the business wasn't taking off. But James wasn't about to give up. He kept pushing forward, learning from his mistakes and adapting his strategies. James's father's words echoed in his mind. Every failure is a lesson, and every moment can teach you something. And so James kept moving forward, never letting failure define him. He improved his business strategies, reached a larger audience, and slowly his sales began to rise. There came a time when James faced his biggest failure. The first product he launched failed miserably. The customers were few, and the costs were high. It seemed like everything was falling apart. But James did not let this failure deter him. Instead, he saw it as an opportunity to learn and grow. He took a step back, analyzed his mistakes, and adjusted his approach. He improved his marketing, targeted the right audience, and focused on building a brand that people could trust. Slowly, his business began to grow. The sales increased, and he saw his hard work paying off. This was the turning point for James. His online store started to gain traction, and he began building a reputation as a reliable seller. His belief in himself, his father's wisdom, and his sister's support had finally started to pay off. By the time James turned 30, his business had become a success. What was once a small online store now had a large customer base. He had created a brand that people trusted, and his family, who had once struggled with poverty, was now living comfortably. James's father, who had worked his whole life in the fields, no longer had to worry about financial struggles. He was now a part of James's growing business, and James's siblings were also involved. James's success wasn't just about money. It was about the freedom it provided. He had not only changed his own life, but also the lives of his family. He now wanted to give back to his community. So he started a foundation to help young People in his village start their own businesses. James's success wasn't just about building a business. It was about building a legacy. He proved that no matter how poor or insignificant you may seem, your dreams are worth chasing. Through his perseverance, hard work, and willingness to learn from failure, James turned his life around. Now he was committed to helping others do the same. He wanted to share the lessons he had learned along the way so that others could achieve the success he had. If James's story inspired you, and you want to change your life and achieve your dreams, then subscribe to our channel. Each subscription gives us the motivation to bring you more stories of hope and inspiration. Share this video with your friends so that they, too, can learn from James's journey and chase their dreams. Subscribe, share, and join us on this journey of transformation. Message: James's story teaches us that success is not handed to us on a silver platter. The road is long, filled with obstacles and failures, but it's through these challenges that we grow. James never gave up, and neither should you. No matter where you come from or what your current situation is, your dreams are worth fighting for. Keep pushing forward, learn from every setback, and success will follow.